Hey everybody, Neko Ryn here. Happy Thanksgiving to some of you who celebrate it and to some of you who don't. Well, happy Thanksgiving nonetheless. And yesterday was my birthday, so yay, I'm getting older. I hope you guys enjoy this. Sorry for the late update with this, but I hope you guys enjoy and happy holidays. Neko out.
When we got home, I laid on the couch and laid a blanket over her. I went back out and buried Frisk's body. I was confused to why nothing was reset. Suddenly everything went black. A small patch of grass was visible along with Frisk. Hey kid. Frisk turned around perfectly normal.
Hi, Sans. I bet you're wondering why I haven't reset yet, right?
Actually, yeah. I was wondering about that.
Well, since in this timeline my little sister is with me, we would both have to reset at the same time, but after what happened, she won't have the determination to summon the reset button.
Sorry about that, kid.
It's alright, Sans. It was Kara who did that.
So, kid, how do we get determination back?
You will have to get her to trust you and Papyrus.
Seriously? Like a little kid is gonna trust the skeletons that hurt and killed you?
Be careful, Belle. Even if you didn't hurt me, in the slightest, she would still be scared of you because you're skeletons.
Why? What's so scary about us?
Up on the surface, skeletons are portrayed as scary or harmful creatures, along with ghosts and vampires and stuff like that.
Great.
I believe she can trust you.
Thanks for the positivity, kid, but how the heck am I going to get that to work? Can you tell her yourself?
No, I only had enough energy to summon you here and tell you what was going on.
Okay, I'll try, kid.
Thank you.
The black fades and I'm back in Snowdon. As I get home, I notice Susan on the couch.
Sans!
Papyrus calls from the kitchen. Yeah, bro? I ask, walking into the kitchen.
The tiny human's on top of the sink and I can't get her down!
I look up to see the kid shaking on the top of our very tall sink. How she got up there is a mystery to me. What I do notice is that she's holding a small knife in her trembling hands.
POV change.
You wake up on the couch looking around. It was not familiar to you. You catch a glance of a tall, scary skeleton in the kitchen nearby. You were really scared. You begin to exit the kitchen and you pretended to be asleep. You hear him pass and walk up the stairs. You open your eyes and check to see if he's there, and he's not. You get up and look for a place to hide. You run into the kitchen and look for something to defend yourself with. You see a small knife on the counter and grab it. You also notice the really tall sink. It was taller than the skeleton that was here. It was right next to the fridge. You climbed up onto the counter, then onto the fridge, then on top of the sink. The tall skeleton walks in and sees you. You panic and clutch your knife. Tiny human, what are you doing up there? You could get hurt! Sans!
Yeah, bro?
The tiny human's on top of the sink and I can't get her down! Sam looks at you in worry.
Take it easy there, kid. I'm not gonna hurt you.
You whimper and sit in the dip of the sink. Tiny human, do not be afraid.
You killed Sissy. You jerks.
Kid, it was an accident. I swear we didn't mean to kill her.
Then why did you fight Sissy?
I am sorry about that, tiny human. I was supposed to capture you and your sister, but to do so I needed to fight her. I am very sorry, tiny human.
They were going to capture me and Sissy? If I come down, you will hurt and capture me too.
No, tiny human, we won't hurt you or capture you. You had decided not to talk anymore.
POV change.
I looked at the kid and worried. Take it easy there, kid. I'm not gonna hurt you. She whimpered and sat in the dip of the sink to hide herself a bit.
Tiny human, do not be afraid.
You killed Sissy. You jerks.
I felt even more like trash after hearing that. Kid, it was an accident. I swear we didn't mean to kill her.
Then why did you fight Sissy?
Shoot, what am I supposed to tell her?
I am sorry about that, tiny human. I was supposed to capture you and your sister, but to do so I needed to fight her. I am very sorry, tiny human.
Great, I don't think that helped. She started to shake.
If I oh, come down. You will hurt and capture me too.
No, tiny human, we won't hurt you or capture you.
She didn't respond. It was like she stopped talking altogether. I sighed. I had no other choice. I held my hand out and turned her soul a deep blue color and gently placed her on the ground living. She looked scared still, and as soon as I released her from my magic, she stood up and took a trembling, fighting stance. She's still clutching the knife though. Chill out, kid.
No! You killed her!
I was holding the knife with both hands. My eye flared up and blew on instinct. She shrieked and dropped the knife, running to the corner of the room and curling up into a ball. Papyrus, can you get another blanket and a pillow and go put the knife up?
Of course, Sans.
Thanks, bro, I say and slowly walked closer to her. I knelt down about 3 feet from her small form. Papyrus came with the blanket and pillow.
Is the tiny human okay?
I'm not sure, bro, but I think it's best if we not force her to talk right now.
Okay, well, I'm going to bed.
Night, Paps. The kid had fallen asleep on the floor, placed her head on the pillow and laid a blanket over her. I didn't want to wake her, that's why I didn't move her to the couch. Instead, I slept on the couch that night.
Part 4. You had stayed in that corner for about a week and only ate some of the fries Sans had brought you each day. You would run to the bathroom only when you needed to absolutely go. You faced the wall when you sat in the corner, too scared by the appearance of the 2 skeletons. Sans, the tiny human has not left that corner for a week and I'm starting to get worried.
Well, she is scared and most likely so angry.
Maybe we could invite Undyne and Meriton over. Sans shrugged.
Sure, if you want to.
Hello there, Meriton. Undyne.
Hey, punk. Where's the little squirt at?
Oh, I want to see the little sweetheart.
She's over there in the corner still.
Sans said, pointing at the corner that you were in. Meriton and Undyne went over to you and knelt down.
POV change.
Hello, darling. What's your name?
You turned around slowly to see a fish lady and a human-looking robot. They weren't so bad, so you turned around slowly.
Hey there, Squirt. I'm Undyne.
Such a lovely name. I'm Metaton.
Honey!
You say, giving the best pronunciation a 4-year-old could.
Tauntaun!
You say for Meriton. Undyne was blushing and Meriton was squealing at your cuteness and picked you up, hugging you.
Oh, darling, you're my Tauntaun!
Yes.
You talked and played with both Undyne and Meriton for a while. They even tried to tell you how Sans and the Papyrus weren't all that bad. They soon had to leave, though. You clung to Undyne's leg.
No! Don't go!
Oh, darling, don't you want to hang out with Sans and Papyrus?
You shook your head.
Gee, thanks, kid.
Sans, be a little kinder than that.
Undyne said, glaring at him.
She said it.
We'll be back another time, darling. Don't worry.
They both left. You scampered back to your corner.
POV change.
I woke up the next morning and went downstairs. I was lying down. Normally she would be awake by now. I went over to her and saw her that her breathing was ragged. I panicked a bit and felt her forehead. It was really hot. She was coming down with a fever. I picked her up and set her on the couch. She was apparently awake because she whimpered a bit. Her eyes half open, but she didn't run or even move for the matter. The fever was taking up her energy. Papyrus came downstairs and saw this.
Oh no, did they break the tiny human?
No, Paps, she just has a fever. Can you go get me one of your old tank tops from when you were younger and a cold washcloth? Papyrus nodded and sped off to get just that. Paps came back with the stuff. I had him change her into the small orange tank top to keep her cooled off. I placed the washcloth on her forehead and the poor kid was shaking from the fever and stress. That's what probably caused the fever in the first place. Papyrus tried to call Undyne and Meriton, but both were busy. Me and Paps left the room for a bit to see if that would help a little. Calm down a bit, and it worked. She fell fast asleep.
POV change.
I felt bad for the tiny human. I wanted to comfort her, but I knew she was afraid. Sans, can I hold the human?
Nah, bro, she might wake up. We need her to get better. Although she does need some water.
Sans suggested. I went to the kitchen grabbing a small glass of water for her. Set it down on the coffee table. Doesn't the human have to be awake to drink it?
Yeah, bro. Let's let her sleep for a while.
I waited on the far end of the couch. After about 2 hours, the tiny human woke up. Human, you must drink some water to feel better. The human looked at me nervously, then I lit the cup of water. She tried to reach for it and pick it up, but she couldn't hold it. Her hands were too shaky and she was too weak. I had an idea. I took the cup and went to the kitchen. I dug through the cabinet and found one of my old sippy cups. I poured the water in the sippy cup and put it on the lid. Walking back into the living room, I sat next to the tiny human. They didn't look at me.
Don't be afraid, tiny human. I promise I won't hurt you.
I stayed, placing the sippy cup down on the coffee table. I picked up the small human. She began to shake again. I sat down on the couch and cradled her in my arms. I had the sippy cup in the other hand. She tried to reach for the sippy cup, but she couldn't hold her arms up for long. I held it for her so she could drink it. She did and began to relax a bit. I was happy that the tiny human was a bit more trusting now.
POV change.
I went downstairs to see Papyrus holding. He was also holding a sippy cup to her. I was shocked at how calm she looked there.
Sans, I got the tiny human to drink some water.
As soon as the sippy cup was empty, Pax placed it on the coffee table and almost immediately had fallen asleep.
Sans, I gained some of the tiny human's trust.
That's great, Papyrus, I said, sitting on the couch. Oh, don't you have training with Undyne in about 5 minutes?
Oh, that's right.
Papyrus said and laid on the couch. I felt around the door when he stopped for a moment.
Oh, if I'm not home before nightfall, give the tiny human more water using the same method I did.
Papyrus then left. I had no idea how he was going to trust me even a little bit. Papyrus only injured Frisk a bit, but I overkilled them right in front of her face too. It was night and Papyrus still wasn't home yet. I had to get Little to drink some more water. I went and filled up the sippy cup with more water and headed back to the couch. Hey, kid, time to wake up for a bit. She stirs slightly and slowly begins to open her eyes. When she spots me, she curled up and turned away. Oh, come on, kid. You're not that bad, I say, going to reach for her. I was going to pick her up, but as soon as my hands was on her arm, she flinched and whimpered. I sighed and felt bad for her. Kid, I never meant to hurt anyone, okay? I'm not gonna hurt you. Don't be scared, I say softly and begin to slowly pick her up. She was shaking and there was a few tears coming from her closed eyes. I sat on the couch and cradled her in one arm. With the other hand, I held the sippy cup. I had no idea how Pap did this. It's okay. I promise I won't hurt you. I don't make promises often, but you are an exception, I say, trying to calm her down. Her shaking slowly stopped and her breathing slowed. I held the sippy cup for her and she actually started to drink it. I felt happy that she actually gave me a small bit of trust. I finished the water quite quickly. I placed the sippy cup down. I noticed how quickly she had fallen asleep again. The front door opened and Papyrus walked in. He saw me with Little in my lap asleep and cradled in my arms.
You did it, Sans. You gained some of the tiny human's trust.
Yeah, I guess I did, he said and looked down at the small sleeping child. He gave a genuine smile, one I hadn't had in a long time.
Thanks for listening. Go check out DJWinterWolf on Wattpad. Also give her a follow. Don't forget to give a like and subscribe. I'll be reading to you soon. Neko out.